It is now Friday afternoon. We have moved on to the Autokreig sponsored Dub-n-Grub, and we have a wide array of cars and people that we're going to sneak up on and see what we get. Let's have some fun. Oh, here we are. We run into a great old friend, Mr. Pat Holden. How you doing, Pat?
I'm good, Toby. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you. Good to see you. I see your car over here. Do you mind coming over to look at it a moment with us?
Sure.
So, for people that don't know, Pat has had this car a long time and many, many miles. What year did David Pastor of Slaw paint this for you?
We finished it in 2014.
2014. So, see, that was about right. And you've done many miles. This man has driven it all over the country. And he used to drive it in some ridiculously uncomfortable aluminum seats that came about 1/3 up his back. If he ever was rear-ended, his body would have broken in 10 places.
Snapped in two. Yeah.
But it looked pretty rad when you were driving around in it.
And they were comfortable. I swear they were comfortable. I still have them. You can sit in them whenever you come over my house. You can sit in my.
I'd love to come to your house. I'm more into the dogs, though. You know.
Yeah, we got dogs.
Good.
They're getting older, but they're good. That's right. Let me reference you to the more and more rolling interview that we did last winter.
That's a good drop in. Good name
right?
drop.
Yeah. Hit the like button and comment below. Right?
And subscribe.
And subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe.
No. Well, we're very happy to see you, Pat. And actually, on a different note here, you were part of the club that is hosting today's event here. Any words you want to say about that?
Yeah, Autokreig. It was. It feels like a part of like my youth. You know, it's a great bunch of guys. You know what I mean? To get back together, to have Scotto in attendance too. You know, who started it. I mean, so yeah, no, it's really cool. The Dub-n-Grub has always been. It's an awesome event, which felt just like this. Just cars got into a lot.
That's fantastic. You feel the same aura as you did 20 years ago with this. A replica of the situation.
It feels the same. It feels the same. It's Dub-n-Grub all grown up, you know, in a sense, but still, the same vibe. It's definitely there.
Here we have an old friend, Tony Sal. Tony, how you doing?
What's up, buddy?
Great to see you. What brings you here today?
I'm talking to you.
What car do you have here today?
We brought the Variant and Rachel's Mk3 GTI.
Oh, here we have another person, Kyle Walensky. Kyle Walensky, what's up today?
How are you doing?
Do you have your car here today?
I do not, no.
That's okay, you had a fresh child.
Yes, 15 months old, yes.
Good, and you're into playing golf now, which is much more important than this, correct?
No, but yes, okay.
All right, well, great to see you. Thanks for coming.
Yep.
An extended truck. Whose truck is this? Nobody over here. That truck's been around a long time. Here we have Pierre. Tell us about it.
It's green.
This is a green car.
This is a green car. It has black wheel. It has a small drop, but for the rest, it's almost OEM.
Are you friends with the man who owns it?
Yeah, absolutely. I knew it.
Gab?
It's Gab.
Gab.
Yeah.
Gab.
Gab just here.
Where is Gab? Gab, come this way. How are you? Nice to see you, Gab.
Hello, nice to see you.
Tell us about the car, Gab. This caught our eye.
It's a R32. It's stripped down to bare metal and respray on Irish green colors.
Irish green.
Yeah, Irish green from Porsche.
It's beautiful. It's
Thank you
beautiful.
very
It's very eye-catching, even though, technically it's not part of what's here, but that's why it stands out so much too. Fantastic color choice. Wagon, I saw you.
I haven't bring it.
No, the wagon's here.
No,
I fucking saw you drive by.
No, I don't have it.
Here we are with a well-known personality in the VW world. His name is Remi. He is the owner, operator of Unix Performance. How many years have you had the business, Remi?
About 20.
20.
Yeah.
And self-built yourself?
Yeah. Well, I went by myself.
Fantastic. Now, Remi doesn't have a car right here right now, at least he claims, but I know that he has one around the corner. We just can't find it yet, but when we find it, he better be around so we can have a full review. Oh, it drove off into the woods. I saw you boys driving by in a wagon. You were rolling 4 deep. That was pretty impressive. We're very thrilled to see you here again. It's been almost a decade, I want to say.
Oh, I'm pretty glad to see you and my friend Sam too behind the camera, and that's good for me. The weather is good, show seems good, nice car. We got a
Yeah, right. We're liking the vibe here so far. It's got a good vibe, good cars, good people.
Hope you will find my wagon because I don't know.
We need to find his wagon. If anyone knows, let us know. Hey, you must be Brian Scotto. Nice to meet you. I'm Tobias. Nice to meet you. Wait.
I'm not as tall. I'm not as
Okay,
tall.
wait a minute. Maybe it's this guy. Oh, hey, what's up? I'm Tobias. Nice to meet you. I heard you might have something to do with this little posse here.
Potentially, yeah.
Potentially. Pat Holden was just telling us that you started this little posse, so that means you're fucking old. Yeah. Don't make it boring. Just make a quick synopsis. Yeah, I got the same thing. Yeah. Give us a quick synopsis for the crowd.
I was 19 years old, VW Vortex.
What year was that?
VW Vortex wasn't really a thing yet.
What year was that?
Well, like in the way
Be honest with your age.
Like before Christ. This was before Vortex. BV, before Vortex.
Fair enough. All right, you're 19 years old.
It was the GTI VR6 drivers list. Do you guys remember that? Am I dating myself?
Yes.
Yeah, and I basically said, anyone in New York City like Volkswagens, we should start a club. And that's really how
But whoa, how did you told them through the paper?
Yeah, no, I had to put out an ad
Right,
in a penny
because-
saver.
right.
It's the only
People
way we
need to
spoke to each
remember,
other
right,
back
right.
then. Yeah. No, so what actually happened was, basically there was like Club H2O. You guys remember that? Like,
Yes.
That feels like forever ago. And like there wasn't really a presence in Queens. We lived in Queens, connected with a few people.
Gangs of New York.
Gangs of New York vibe. It was mostly like kids from Queens, Brooklyn, and parts of Long Island. And our whole thing was like we wanted to have this really small crew. We had this stupid line that said, Autokreig's the family your parents didn't give you. Like that was our vibe. It was like, just this type thing, which sounded really cool when we were like 19 or 20.
It does. It was the ultimate rebellion.
Yeah. And that was our whole thing. We had this very fuck you kind of vibe, but the one thing we liked doing was like holding events. So we started with Dub-n-Grub, and then we did another event called Full Moon Full Throttle, which was a midnight cruise through the back roads of Long Island, and I'm really happy that no one ever died because I look back at it now, and now that I have this wisdom on me, this is
Much
what it
wisdom.
looks like. Yeah, I realized that it was pretty wild. We used to do that, but it was a lot of fun. So we did that from like 99 till like 2006. So half these people I haven't seen since 2006. So it's kind of cool to be back. And I didn't.
Well, you're welcome back. You're welcome back. I'm glad you're back.
Yeah. So I left Volkswagens for a while, and I bought a Mk1. And
Sell out.
now I own too many of them. I still had Audis.
All right, that counts. Well, we look forward to seeing you around the next couple days. We appreciate you bestowing us with your presence again.
Oh, please don't.
I know us little wee people,
I'm just a fucking Volkswagen.
but I'm glad that you're here. And
I'm just same old. This guy too.
yeah, he's an old cuck.
Can
Yeah.
I turn the camera? We just talk on him now.
Here we are with Mr. Jason Whipple of Altermann and many things. He gave me 2 shirts. I'm going to wear one tomorrow to rep him.
I'm a little sad right now.
Are you? I'm going to wear one tonight and or tomorrow.
I can't wait.
Okay. Now tell us what you're doing here. Why the fuck are you here?
We're here to show the world our new brand Altermann. So we're
What
doing
is Altermann?
parts and merch for old men like you and I.
All right. Now, how did you come up with the name? Screw the parts. How did you come up with the name?
Loosely translated in German, it means old man.
I like that. Simple, to the point, tasteful. Why don't you turn around and model the shirt for us?
This
He's
is
got some
our
fantastic shirts.
basic logo design, but come check us out at the show.
It's fantastic. Also, we'll do a little review on their products Sunday. We'll undress him, check out what's behind the pants.
I'm ready. Let's do
Are
it.
you ready? Fantastic. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We love to pet the dogs. It's much more important than cars. What do you think, Tom?
I do. I think it's awesome.
All right. Now, we found the man behind the show, the man and the face of the whole show. He's the full show promoter, organizer, Mr. Johnny.
I'm just chilling here.
I know, we wanted to catch you off guard here when you look at your most leisure here. You got anything on under these?
No.
Fantastic. That's the way to go.
Commando.
We want to thank you for putting this on. Any message you really want to put out there right this second? First thing that comes to your mind.
Just have fun, man. Have fun, and thank you. Thank you for supporting, for real. None of this happens if people don't show up.
Do you want to say anything about Errol's Autowerks before we talk? Any promotional consideration?
I like to do custom CNC milled Volkswagen parts, bespoke, billet.
Anytime someone uses the word bespoke, I'm turned on. Carry on.
Oh yeah, the mustache is bespoke.
Now, I didn't bring my car like this here this year, and when I saw it off to the side, I had a double take at first because I thought, what the fuck? And then I realized it was my good friend Errol and Heather from Georgia.
I got it home, got it running, and the clutch is slipping, and so a short motor swap and a bunch of custom parts later, here it is.
Now, these are pretty rad seats that you have in here.
So it had tan Recaros in it. He had it set up like JDM seats. It had the high bolster driver, low bolster passenger side. But these are actually Malaysian recovered LSBs that's in the tan Monza fabric. Yeah, really kind of one-off things that Malaysia seems to have Recaros falling.
They've got the market cornered for some reason.
Yeah. So under the hood, 2-liter 16-valve, Megasport Pro Evo engine management, as many custom one-off little billet parts you can imagine, just anything and everything. I can use my creativity to come up with something that doesn't exist in the market and make it as clean as I possibly can.
All right, now let's go a little different track. Have you and Heather gone in the pool where we're staying yet?
Tonight.
Tonight's the night in the pool. Anyone wants to join us, you'll have to ask where to find us, right?
Yeah, the Starlux. We'll be at the Starlux.
All right, well, he just gave it away, so I guess we'll have a pool party tonight. This is Connor McCann.
That is me.
Say it the correct way.
Connor McCann.
And who else is with him? Miss Lee Waxwell?
Yes, that's me.
Get in close here. We like to be intimate.
With you, always.
Now, what the fuck are you doing here?
Here to see you.
Fantastic. I saw you out on the street earlier. Did you drive your car over here across the pond?
I did not, unfortunately. I drove a Kia.
What's your rental? Yeah, describe it.
Shitbox Kia Sportage. It's awful. Like, it's terrible.
Put those shades on.
Can I kiss you?
Sure. You could kiss me too.
Oh, that's not part of the deal.
Well, hey. Oh, here, we found another great patron. It's a service dog. What's your name? Duncan. Duncan? Nice to meet you, Duncan. Do you have anything to say about today, Duncan? Oh yeah, you like being here? Do you have your license? Here we have a real heap. This thing's been around, it's outdated, played out, tasteless, classless, and trashy. But the man that owns it, he's all right. We might see him sometime around and harass him. We're looking at his car. I think he's hiding in the bushes. Ange, great to see you.
Good to see you too. A long time no see.
Anything specific you want to tell us about it, or yourself?
My name's Angel. I'm here, Jersey. Has a VR6 swap, Schrick manifold. Has the Matter strut bar.
The Matter strut bar. Now, I know the Matter ones are uber rare. How many do you think exist anymore?
I know of one more in America and one in Canada right now. So and Matter, for people who don't know, that's pre-Eibach. That's where Eibach got the
They stole it from them. Yeah. Do you think they actually stole it? Oh, they sold it.
Yeah, they bought it. They bought it.
All right. What would you call this specifically?
So this is a cami armrest. So I have two of them, one for each side, and then I have the center cami armrest that I recovered to match the way the patterns go.
All right. So now we're at the rear end of your car. Why don't you open her up and show us the goods?
Well, this broke today, so.
It broke. Hey, this is real life, though. Real life, people. It broke. Tell us how it broke.
I flew off like an idiot driving fast on the parkway, and somebody ran over.
That's how you're supposed to drive, though. So this is like a badge of honor again,
Yep,
right?
That's what I'm keeping.
Now, is there a pool where you're staying?
Yep, I was in the hot tub last night, actually. Me and my kids.
Fantastic. I seem to gravitate towards the pool talk with people. This guy is also a fellow lawn man.
Yeah.
We've never really talked about it, but lawn game strong. Lawn game is more satisfying than the car game to me. How about you?
Me too. You see the lines of the Helio stripes?
That's right.
That's what I do in my yard.
It's modeled after, right? Right? It's very satisfying, isn't it?
Exactly what I do.
I find it therapeutic to go out there and do that, but we'll save that for some other time because the audience really doesn't. This is the wrong demographic for that.
You're right about that. Yeah. There's a couple guys.
This might be the right demographic. Well, if you have lawn questions, feel free to hit up Ange at Random Soul on the old IG. He could answer your lawn questions for you. Hey, hold up here. I know this guy. What's up?
How are you, sir?
What do you think of today?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Yes, 15-hour drive from Florida.
What are you guys doing now? You going to a pool? I ask everyone about their pool.
Yeah, of course.
All right, we'll be over later. Oh, let's look in here. He's got the Pink Floyd edition parts.
Those are Pink Floyd buttons that I acquired in 2012 to go with these buttons from the late 90s to match everything, the block putt, equalizer, Alpine radio, and everything else.
Fantastic, thank you. I'll see you later. Out in the wild, I see one Tony Watson. He loves to be touched. I'm coming right up behind him. Hey, Tony, what's up?
Thank you. Hi, just wanted to touch base and let you know you almost gave me a heart attack. But
that was the objective. We love to thrill you and touch you. What are you doing here today, Tony? Is that a camera?
It is, it's a gimbal. Yeah.
A gimbal. What do you do with that?
Video.
Video.
Yeah, and I take stills too. I'm like saying.
I hope they're appropriate photos, you know, not from angles from down low.
No OnlyFans action.
All right, all right. Well, then we'll just move on. Yeah. Oh, you got your family here. So this car, for some reason, had a bunch of people around it. I don't get what the big deal is. I don't know who this jabroni is that owns it or anything, but people keep looking at it, oogling, eyeing. Must be some pretentious jerk. Sir, do you happen to know who it is?
Yeah. Not at all. Not at all. Don't have the slightest clue.
Well, is there anything you want to tell us about it?
Oh my God, I have no.
I feel like you've been in it. I saw you as a passenger.
I
yesterday.
actually bought it just like this. This is stock.
It
came out of the factory just as it is. The wheels and everything.
Fantastic.
The suspension's kind of broken. It just kind of sits really low.
Okay.
One day we'll fix it up though.
Yeah. What's up with this fuel cap? Do you live in the ghetto? Is that why it has something like that? Do people steal your fuel?
You have to keep it locked so people don't siphon it out of there.
Okay. Okay. Why do you have a roof rack on this thing? What are you putting on top?
Carry more roofs.
More roofs. You're
More
buying a new
roofs.
roof?
I'd like to.
And are these bumperettes so you can ram against the wall? Well, I know you live in New York, so you can just, for parallel parking,
just go back
just
and forth.
ramrod back and forth.
Yeah, you
Anytime
can
I'm there,
back and forth.
that's how you drive. You just bounce back and forth.
Yeah, you
right?
bounce into the vehicle behind you and the one in front of you.
All right, and then it looks like there's some parts from that kooky guy, Greg Swoops, on here. Why don't you show us something cool here? Something I'm a little turned on, to be honest, by is this intake manifold. Now, I know most people don't care about these engines. I am an avid fan of them, of course, but something very cool, symmetry of the intake manifold. Typically, this intake manifold comes out opposite at the top and comes down the passenger side, whereas the box and filter would be like so. So the engine bay is not balanced. It's heavily weighted on the passenger side, whereas you have a large empty cavity on the driver's side. That's a situation I have in my Mark 1. But
And it leaves all this space that's open.
Greg Swoops did something very cool. He cut and flipped and rotated this so that the intake manifold then goes this way, and which returns it to full symmetry in the middle of the bay. And it looks very stock, obviously, other than the large filter. But the manifold itself is very purposely done, and most people probably wouldn't even notice that is not correct. Do you agree?
Yes, that's the best part about it.
All right, we found another great personality, someone with some OG wisdom. Baxter, what's happening today?
Tell them what's up, Baxter.
Well, Baxter's 14 years old. He looks a little chilly. He is sporting a fantastic collar, though, and he's a nice little guy. I think he's cooked from so much socialization today. Are you? Well, we'll let you be, Baxter. We'll see you tonight at the next activity. See ya.
See ya.
Oh, here we have a wild sighting of one Mr. Brett Sloan of Sloan Motors. We've seen him again, and we love him. He's one of our favorite people. Doesn't matter who I am. We're just happy to see you here. Can you tell us about this hat? This hat, I find it very fantastic. Is it a cyclist hat?
It is a one-of-a-kind 5-panel made out of an NGP, I believe it was a t-shirt, like a race shirt, that they made into a 5-panel.
NGP made it?
No, third party. I don't know who, some guy.
You don't want to disclose that information?
No, because I want to be the coolest guy here.
All right, well, it does draw your eye to it. If you see it, try and steal it from him, because it's a one-of-one. I didn't just say that, did I? Oh, here's another guy that we haven't seen in a while. One, Josh Laborious. What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
What brings you here?
Cars, friends.
What vehicle did you operate to get here?
I drove my S1.
S1. he has a really cool car that we'll check out at some point over the weekend, and we'll just edit that into it. All right, we've tracked down the owner of this car, and thankfully, he just opened his door. So we're gonna cut right into it. Tell us about what you've done with the interior, Mr. Rice.
Well, I replaced the seats with better seats, but I like the blue tweed, so I tried to keep the blue tweed. And yeah, that was not an easy task. I had to collect some blue tweed interior.
How many sets?
Well, I don't know, probably 7.
7
in the end?
7 sets of this particular fabric that only came on a year or two of Mark IIs, and it's from a base model car. The seats were initially the flat, no bolster seats, kind of like the back.
We took apart, 7 or so interiors, and I had my good
Who's
buddy,
we? You and the mouse in your pocket?
Myself and Nick Kramarczyk from Western.
Say that last name again?
Kramarczyk. He'll be here this weekend, so you can talk to him about it. But yeah, so basically he just ripped those things apart and used it to reupholster a set of Recaros, which I got for $80 out of a scrapyard.
So you're in for more than $80 now, I'd say, though.
$83. He gave me
Not bad.
He gave me a really good deal. Yeah, actually, and he convinced me to go with leather instead of trying to replace with vinyl. So we got the nice plush leather. Did you get
How
that?
plush is it? Well, I don't know if you can feel it on the camera. Ooh, that's supple. Very supple. I love things that are supple, don't you?
I mean, it really, to be honest, it depends on what it is,
All right, all right.
Like this is nice.
It's fascinating that this still exists in the US of A. It was a poverty spec car. Was it even a GL or was it just a Jetta?
Base model, deluxe, Jetta Deluxe.
Deluxe. For those that don't know, there's no such thing as, scratch that. There was lesser than a GL. There was the Deluxe, because I had a Golf that was just a base with no speakers or anything. Did this have any stereo in it whatsoever?
It does, yeah. Actually, that is a dealer-installed Alpine tape deck.
But dealer installed, okay. Yeah, but I'm a coupe man at heart. Sam is a coupe man. It tears at my heartstrings to see this. I'm very, very thrilled to see it. And hey, what's happening? What's your name?
Fred.
Fred. What brings you here?
Volkswagens.
That's all you need to know. Thanks for your time, Fred.
Have a good one.
That guy's too young to be a Fred. Is anyone under the age of 40 named Fred anymore? I don't think so.
They're gonna kick us out of our lives. They're kicking us out of our lives, and they're gonna just hang out together.
This is Nick Becker. Great to see you.
Hey, great to see you, buddy. How are you?
We're ready for that pool party.
Pool party, let's go.
How was Beetlejuice last night? Let's give us movie review.
Oh man, I really like there's spoiler, there's a wedding scene and it's really good. Lots of singing. It was nice.
On a scale of 1 to 18, what would you give it?
1 to 18. Let's go with a solid 12.
All right, that's not bad. So totally wasn't botched.
No, it was good. It was good. There's finally some backstory. No spoiler alerts, but there's finally some backstory.
No, our ladies are definitely leaving us for each other.
Yes, they're going
I
to leave
just had
us
it
for each other.
backwards.
Absolutely. No, you're right. And it turns out that books bind them. They love books.
Avid readers, which we
Yeah,
clearly are not.
Whether it be mystery.
I don't think I can read more than photos.
Wow. Well, whether it be mystery or horror or, smut, they love it.
I love some good old-fashioned smut,
Yeah, why is it we only like the pictures and they like the words?
Well, they like to fantasize a little more than we do.
Oh, it's good. It's a good time. We just fantasize in the garage.
Here we are with a man hugging a woman. That was my wife! This is Ali, folks. What's up?
What's up?
What brings you here?
See you.
That's fantastic. I've known Ali over 15 years, and one thing that's never changed, even I have boundaries. I know not to touch that hair. If it was anyone but him, I would touch it, but I do have some limitations with him, and there's not many. Check, check. Now here is a car, I don't know who it is. I've seen it online. Maybe they'll come over. Now from the outside, I hate that word sleeper, but it's the ultimate sleeper. It looks completely stock from the outside, height, all the body, but it's been fully redone in a very tasteful fashion. And then you open the hood. I don't think it's stock anymore. I think it's got a couple more horsepower, a lot more than an old new speed throttle body would do. The interior is not stock. It has some tasteful brown leather. It looks very plush, the seats. I think you would agree, right, Sam?
I would agree.
Ah, I think we found the culprit here. I'm Tobias. What's your name?
Nick.
Nick. I love your car. I saw some photos of it from an event recently. Perhaps it was Wolfsgard or Eurocracy. Did you go to one or the other or both?
Yeah, I go to Wolfsgard.
Okay. How long have you had this?
2-3 years.
And what was the status of it when you got it?
It's a shell. It's only a shell, a repaint shell, and I put the engine on it and everything.
Now, I like the idea of the, again, I hate the term, the sleeper look on the outside, but it really makes it stand out. What made you choose to go this route with the suspension and wheels?
Comfort.
It must be plush riding down the road with these tires.
Yeah, exactly.
The French word for sleeper.
I think it's sleeper too.
Here we are at the Mudhen Brewery G2G. It's technically the opener of the official weekend of the Roots Classic show. You see now it is 8 p.m., which is the hour 20, and we have select people coming in. Here's an example right now. We have this Mk3 stuck on these speed bumps. We can see the speed bump here, and we have to get people to push this man. We have to get this man to push. Look at all these people involved pushing this car. This is fantastic. Right in live action. Look at these people. Come on, push it like you mean it. Let's see it. What do you think about this?
Just throw it?
Go for it. Just go for it.
Going for this again.
Yep, keep going, keep it going, keep it going. Yeah, you good,
So, here we are at the entrance. We have a sea of cars coming in. It's moving seamlessly as people flow to and fro. Look at this truck, the lovely pink graphics. We have this Mk1 from TDC Shop. Here he goes. Here we have Remi from Unix. Welcome, Remi. What's up?
Hey, I found out my car. Where is
You found your car. Found your car.
Yeah.
The lot is filling up rapidly. We're running out of room. It technically started 12 minutes ago, and it's already overblown with people. The population has come. The people have spoken. They're all here. Even Pierre's here. He doesn't even have his car here, but he came to support the event.
Absolutely.
These Canadian guys are crazy. They're all over the place. Look at this. Just cut to the chase. Remi, who we spoke to earlier, he probably has, in my humble opinion, the most well-known Mk1 in North America. This car has been this way for basically a decade, and a lot of it was done 14 years ago, I'd say. What do you think, 14 years ago? So way ahead of its time. It holds up to today's standards by far, which is pretty amazing because, like everything in the world, things evolve very rapidly. So it's fascinating the foresight you had to build this car to this level.
The thing that inspired me was Westphalia. The whole Westphalia,
Okay.
yeah. You know,
I know if it was a tie or a shirt or a belt, it could have been anything.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it was the Westphalia.
Yeah, all Westphalia two-tone, because that's why I had the interior are white and the exterior also.
Fantastic. Every nut and bolt has been touched. Everything underneath is chromed.
Because I love you. So.
Well, we'll get there. Yeah, we'll open the door. We'd like to take a look inside. Full leather wrapped interior. Check out the roll cage, the roof, the smooth roof, the chromed roof brackets, the roll cage. Again, this has all been in here for 14 years. No bolt has been left unturned. Then we have the HTN wheels. They are 14 by 8 and 9?
No, they are 15.
They're 15?
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
He's got the flared arches, which look fairly natural for the flare. note the proportions here. It's got a nice radius, very healthy radius.
Yeah,
very
yeah.
healthy radius. Yes.
I made all the fender with all my love. So
You did these. How long did each corner take you? Again, try to go back in time and remember. I know you did these at night while your wife was at home slaving away.
I was young, so I never sleep. So I done it in the night. I probably took a few weeks to finish it and have the perfect round shape. That's hard.
Fantastic, exactly. It's hard to have it round, and I also know when you do that it wants to pull at this seam because the metal wants to pull away. So the fact that you were able to retain this body line and have that pull, you know, people that do that with a Mk3, they start to have a large gap there. You know exactly.
To have noticed that the gap is right. You have to be a Mk1 guy to find out that the gap is good. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's good.
Just barely. Oh, now that's good parking. See, this man knows his car. He parked exactly to the correct dimensions. Imagine crawling around countless hours in the back of the car, sanding, grinding, grinding repeatedly. Those were the good old days when you were younger and had a lot more energy.
Yeah, enough to just have no more fingerprints. So
yeah, you could have robbed anyone and they would have never been able to test you.
I sanded the floor of the car, then I rob a bank. So
absolutely, that's the good timing.
Anyone can find me. So, you know.
Actually, yeah, this was for your daughter, really.
It's like a Barbie car. So.
It is. It's a Barbie mobile. See, he was ahead of his time as well. He was preparing for the Barbie film.
Yeah, for sure.
With this car, you know, maybe you could make some.
The girl who do my Barbie called me and say, "Hey Remi, can I have a car for the movie?" I said, "No, I wouldn't."
See, he got a lot of calls from Margot Robbie.
Yeah, that's it.
About the car, and
she told me you give him my number.
Again, this car's the complete package. Remi doesn't take it out much anymore, but if you ever see this car in person, be sure to come and check it out. If anything, you will at least appreciate the effort and the level of work that was performed to do this by my great friend. So thank you for your time.
Thank you to you and to Sam. You are the best.
Earlier, but now you get to see his car in the flesh. It is a rally golf with a Mark IV dash, and tell us what the drivetrain is.
R32, full swap.
Harlequin, Harlequin is the correct spelling, yes. Actually, we've got a guy here that could tell us about Harlequins a little bit. We won't have to full nerd out, but why don't you come over here, AO? I know this one's yours. So what years were they produced? We'll keep it simple,
96.
but it was just a 1 year only.
1 year only. 1996, they made 264.
We finally caught the man in action. Yeah, spruce yourself up, I know. You still got to show off to the masses. This is Ralph. Ralph is the owner of this cabriolet. What technical color green is it?
Green pearl metallic off of a 2000 Chevy Cavalier.
A Cavalier? Come on!
Your pants are not as tight as they used to be.
All right, here we are with Esher. We won't give his real name. Lord Esher.
We got here early to eat. I came out front to have a cigarette, and it was right at 8 o'clock, and there were just cars down the street and around the corner to get in. And literally, you know, I went in, we paid the check, came back out, and it's full.
All right, here we are with Mr. Greg Kesar. He doesn't have a VW, but he's a car aficionado.
I think it's
Tell
great.
our audience the vibe you're feeling here.
It's pretty good.
As a mature gentleman.
It's nice and chill, perfect for old people. I am a car nerd, but I am not a VW nerd.
Right.
All my friends just happen to be VW nerds, so I just come along.
That's
for
really
the ride.
sad for you that you're friends with VW nerds, you know?
I know. It's
It's really
life
sad.
decisions.
I think you ought to rethink your life choices, and that might be for a different episode down the road.
My mom's been telling me a long time I need to make better life choices.
Yeah, I'm really questioning why I'm even talking to you.